The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development is predicting this year's global economic downturn will be less painful than previously anticipated, and it's giving the lion's share of the credit to massive government interventions to cushion the blow from COVID-19. But it's by no means mission accomplished. The OECD warning the world that the virus will determine the economic path and urging fiscal policymakers to not tighten up spending too early. Let's speak with the chief economist for the OECD, Laurence Boone, joining us now. Thank you so much for being with us, and just give us a sense on how the economic picture for Canada specifically looks. It has been revised as well since your last update.
So let me give you a bit of context first. I mean, we're still in the worst recession since World War II across the globe. And there's huge uncertainty looking ahead, and that's the world Canada is living in. Canada did as we expected in Q2 this year, but some indication that Q3 is going to be a bit better to a large extent, part to the efficient fiscal support that Canada, like other governments, has put in place. But as I said, the future is very uncertain. 2021 is very uncertain, and it's not the time to withdraw this support.
So that obviously would suggest that we will see more spending by the government in Canada if they were to follow your thinking on that. How much more spending do you think is needed by a country such as Canada to avoid the worst case for the economy?
So at this stage, our baseline scenario for Canada, like other economies, is the virus remains contained, but you may have some outbreaks. Some sectors are not operating, fully any longer, the one where physical distanciation is tough. What we are telling governments today is they must help people in those sectors to requalify, to reskill, to get training, to get income support when it's needed to move ahead. What we're asking governments is to be creative and innovative in continuing the support of people to make sure that those who are working in industries that have little future can actually transition towards a new job or a new firm without, without too much damage on the way. And that will require a lot of creativity and a lot of granularity. It's something that's quite different from the blanket support that was given in 2020.
The finance minister in this country, Chrystia Freeland, said just yesterday that the government will be focused on preserving Canada's reputation for sound fiscal management. Is there an ability to continue to spend and address the key concerns for the economy, but perhaps also provide fiscal targets for the long-term ramifications of all this spending that countries like Canada and others are doing?
So in essence, I think what governments need to do is to make people feel more confident. And that's about knowing what direction the support will go to, what form it will take over the months to come, but also what a medium-term journey can be. So it's striking the right balance between targeting the support today to those who need it most and have some anchors in the medium term to ensure that, yes, public finances are under control and there's enough room, actually, for the new priorities that will be health, that will be climate change and education. So it's striking this short-term and medium-term balance, absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit about the environment, the theme of the green economy. In this country, we're getting close to a throne speech by the Prime Minister. We have been told that there would be some focus on that very issue. And it sounds like, and certainly in your commentary today, you do support more focus for the long-term benefit of the economy on issues that are green related.
So one of the theme of this report is really, are we seizing this opportunity to change? In the past crisis, the economy was not rebooted. It was supported without targeting, without thinking about the medium term. This time, in the first phase, there was blanket support that was needed. But now that recovery plans are coming along, we should make sure that enough ambition is actually implemented to change the sustainability of our economy, to make it greener, to make it with better infrastructure, digital, energy, transport. Yes, I think it's a unique, there's a lot of appetite for change. It's a unique opportunity to actually do this change or make this change happen.
Just a final question. How does Canada balance the need for those changes for the future with the worries today, especially given our reliance on the oil sector and, in recent days, a growing number of concerns about oil demand, which certainly could impact our economy short term?
Look, I think I don't think it's the time to try and blame and shame. I think we should be fiercely looking at the future. We should be focusing on this recovery plan. And one of the things that we've observed globally is that at the moment when government is supporting energy, more than 50% of this support is not targeted at changing for cleaner energy. And I think we're saying that worldwide, whether on the American continent, the European or Asian one.
Really helpful context. Laurence, thank you very much. We appreciate your update and that OECD outlook. More encouraging, perhaps, than what it was if you go back just a few months ago. That's Laurence Boone, the chief economist of the OECD, joining us.